What's up, guys? Welcome back to Outdoors Fishing Life. Today we're doing a very special trip to Los Angeles. We are hitting up Comic-Con Los Angeles. I do have a side hustle where we sell Funko Pops and collectibles, and we have just finished packing up this bad boy. Gonna hit up the road from Northern California over to SoCal, LA. So let's close it up, hit the road, and check back with us when we hit the con. All right, let's go. Good morning, guys. It's convention day for LA Comic-Con. We're super excited. We just pulled in right now. We're getting ready to unload so they can take our stuff to the booth, and that way we can start our setup. But as you can see right now, we have the spot pretty full. We're gonna empty it out right now and then have them take it, and then what we gotta do after that is go find parking. Now, if you guys are doing a Comic-Con here in LA, it's a little weird because they can't tell us where to park afterwards, so we have to go and look for a parking spot for oversized cars and trailers because they don't accommodate for that here, and nobody seems to know, so we kind of have to figure it out. I couldn't really find anything on any videos on YouTube or anything like that, so what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to film the setup of our booth because I couldn't find anything like that on YouTube anywhere like that for any Comic-Con. I saw a lot of artist alley stuff, but no booths, really setups and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and film that as well. But otherwise, right now, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy emptied out so they can go ahead and take it to our booth and then go figure out the parking situation. But otherwise, we're excited. Stay tuned. LA Comic-Con 2021 is gonna be freaking awesome. Let's go. Alright, guys, we made it to LA Comic-Con. We just parked our trailer. It took about 2 hours to park. They didn't tell us where we could park anywhere here. So if you're going to work an event here at the convention center, make sure you know where there's parking in the surrounding areas, because otherwise, if you have an oversized vehicle or a trailer, you're going to have a hard time just like us. But anyways, we parked, we made it here, we got the badges. Now we got to go to the booth and start the setup. That's going to be the fun part. So let's go do that. Comic-Con setup, free setup. We only have a couple hours to set up because we wasted so much time looking for parking. Now check it out, this is what it looks like before the event starts. Everybody's setting up their booth, ready to go. These guys, Sideshow, man, they came early, look at them. Look for a running company here. It's probably gonna be alright with you somewhere. Our price, 700 high. Oh, there's the stuff right there. Bam. There it is.
Let's go.
Right at the entrance.
Hi, good morning.
It's not set up yet? I thought you would have it set up yet. Oh, alright. Alright guys, now it's time for the nitty gritty. We're going to set up our grid wall panels. These guys are very heavy, so you got to be careful when you're using them. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to stack them up in a way where they're holding each other up, and then we're going to zip tie every single thing that we can. So let's give it a go, alright? Alright guys, so we set up the initial structure with our grid panels, and the thing with the grid panels is they're very heavy and they're very easy to fall over. We don't have the grid panel legs, so we have to kind of get creative to make sure that it stands. We had to use one of the smaller grid panels in the front to act as a T-leg, and also to be able to display product in the front. So that has two purposes. In the back, we used another one of the smaller grid panels to put into the corner to support that, so that it doesn't really move, to help secure the structure and it doesn't really move side to side. We also used the panels on the top to secure to each end to make sure that the panels don't implode into themselves or fold forward and maybe injure somebody or something like that. So that was my wife's idea, so shout out to her. Appreciate you on that. And then of course they're going to serve another purpose to add just a little bit more product. Now these don't hold too much weight, so it's going to be just, you know, some of the pops up there as well, maybe some of the 6-inch or 10-inch pops. They don't hold too much weight. They're not as thick as this metal here. So now the trick is, now that we got everything set up for the panels, is trying to figure out how we're going to set up our shelves. We have different kinds of shelves here, and how we're going to display the product. We kind of make do with what we got here because we have a table here in the center that we thought it was going to be smaller, so otherwise. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We have finished or semi-finished our setup. It took a couple of hours. If you don't know, here's what we did. We have the grid wall panels. We have 3 walls. We had to create a way to stabilize them, so we have to put 2 smaller panels in the front to form a T-leg. And then we also have to add a couple of extra shelvings on the top just for display reasons and also to keep it from coming inside. But otherwise, come on in and take a tour. This is what we got going on right now for Comic-Con. All right, walk through one more time. This time I'm gonna try to do a little commentary. Here's a couple of the exclusives that we have here. These things, super popular right now, the Care Bears. We got a little bit of everything. We got anime, we got Marvel, DC, even Sour Patch. Luca set. We got Mitsuki glow in the dark. We have a huge glow in the dark collection. Oh, look at the unicorn. The unicorn made it as well. Glow in the dark. Kung Fu Kevin. Patronus. We got Batman. Carmelo. A couple more exclusives. Got the Galactus in the bottom there. And then we even got a couple picture frames as well. Some Naruto, Sasuke versus Naruto. Of course, we got the Avatar, All Elements, Aang. And here we got the Deadpool, Baymax, good golden glitter, or just glitter, not golden, diamond glitter. There we go, diamond glitter. Oh, here we go. This is my only signed pop, but it's awesome. Jeff Dunham. We got a couple more down here on the table. We got a large selection of Pocket Pops. We got a Joe Coy. This guy's freaking hilarious. Joe Coy. Centerpiece. Diecast Iron Man. Love this guy. He's freaking awesome. Got a couple more exclusives here. Funko exclusives. Hot Topic. Got some T-shirt bundles there. Deadpool bucket list, of course. Cappy in LA. We got a LeBron. Alright, we're still filling up some space here. We barely made it. Some more glow in the dark. We got some Funko Hollywood exclusives. These guys are awesome. We got some Freddy Funkos. Alright. That's pretty much it, guys. That's the setup right there. We'll keep you posted how everything goes. Alright, let's go. Hey, what's up, people? So we finished our first official day of LA Comic Con, and it was quite an experience. Quite an experience. Everybody's shutting down now. We're getting ready to leave. We just locked up the booth, but we're just walking around and kind of taking a look at a couple things they got here. They got some nice like cars from movies and stuff like that. So that's obviously from movie cars. We got the Ghostbuster truck right here. Let's see if it's better. There we go. Better view on that. These are the kind of things we don't get to see when you're working an event because you're so busy. But somebody told us about them, so we had to come check them out. We got the Knight Rider car. Looks super cool. I'll freak out if the car says something to me right now. Okay, no, we're good. Oh, here we go. This guy's so cool. All right. So far so good. Day one in the books. Friday, we're gonna come back tomorrow and do it all over again. So wish us luck. We'll see you later. Bye.
That's awesome.
That's specialty made. You can't buy that. All right. All is quiet on the Western Front. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Third day, last day, LA Comic-Con. They're getting ready. People are getting ready. They are starting to line up for us. It's time to go get the booth ready for the last day, and then check back with everyone to let you guys know how it went, and tips, tricks, and advice for anybody that wants to be a exhibitor slash vendor at a Comic-Con event, whether it's a small town event or a big event like LA Comic-Con or something like that. So let's go in. We'll check in with you later. Let's go. Alright guys, Los Angeles Comic-Con done. We're starting to pack up right now. So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and get our inventory, our stock, as we're putting it away in the boxes. Now here in Los Angeles Convention Center, we're basically waiting on the company to bring in a huge box so we can load all of our stuff into that huge box. But the first thing what we're doing is, as we're packing it in, we're doing our inventory to make sure that we know what's in our boxes and how much stuff we still have left of each one. But as of right now, this is how it looks right now. It's starting to be just a bare system here. And we'll show you basically how the setup looks without any inventory after we're done, and then we take it down. Alright, stay tuned. Hard work is just getting started right now. Now we gotta load all this stuff back up into the trailer, somehow get home safely, and try to get some rest. But this is pretty much it now, the hard work. But once we're done loading this up, we don't have to unload it until we get back into our town. So we're looking forward to just getting back on the road and hopefully getting all this stuff safely as well. Let's go.
Hey, I brought the thing over to you. Did you find up? Did you get something else?
I shrink wrapped it. This is a cool guy. Convention center. See, they make sure they take care of you here. This is my little homemade
Go get that container.
makeshift.
Alright guys, so we're able to get everything in the trailer. Nothing left to do but to just close her up and hit the road, go get some food. We'll check in with you guys in a bit. Alright? Hey guys, we are back from Los Angeles Comic-Con 2021. What can I say? We had a blast. Now it's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since the Comic-Con ended, and I just wanted to do a quick recap video you know, for everyone watching, to see if that's something that you want to do in the future. Maybe you want to set up your own booth someday at some Comic-Con. Give you some of the pros and cons and recaps of what we went through, and was it worth it? Well, I'll let you know. So really quick, thanks again everybody so much for watching and following us through our journey through our videos. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Is the only way our channel will grow. Thank you so much. We appreciate everyone for the comments and the amazing feedback we get on the Instagram. So thank you so much for that. But here we go, guys. So basically, Comic-Con 2021, it was our first Comic-Con event. First of all, we've never done an event of that size before, and we wanted to try it out, give it a go, see how it went. Right? We couldn't find any YouTube videos online about how to do it, how to set up, you know, what to do when you get there, what to do when you're there, and when you're done. Right? So one of the things that you want to take into consideration is the cost. You got to pay for the spot for the Comic-Con event. You know, it could range depending on the spot that you're having. You could pay, you know, a couple, you know, maybe $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, all the way up to a couple grand. You know, depending on the spot that you're reserving there. And for us, it was a 3-day event, and we didn't you know, go for the all-out corner booth and island booth or anything like that. So we just went with the bare minimum, and you know, paid our fee for that. So you got to do your research you know, ahead of time to make sure that that's something that you can accommodate, because now you're already starting off in the red. So when you get there, you got to make that money back before you even start seeing any actual profit sales or anything like that. So for us, the event, we were able to recoup day 1. Day 2 and day 3 were actual sales where we can see how much money we made and if we were going to profit from those sales. But day 1 was basically just recouping what we had spent on the whole event itself. Another thing to consider is traveling. You know, do you have a lot of supply? Do you have a truck or something that you can move all your supply with? If not, do you have to rent something? And then what's the cost of travel? Do you have to ship your goods to that spot? Do you have to drive it with you and spend money on gas? And when you get there to an event, if it's not in your town, are you going to spend money on hotel? You know, or how much is those costs going to come? Your food for the day, or the 3 days while you're out there, depending on how many days your event is. So those are a couple of things that you got to take into account, whether you want to do an event like this. Now, when you're selling items like Funko Pops, and you know, you're depending on what your inventory is, you know, you may not have that big of a markup, or you know, ability to make that much back on each item. So you might have to consider, how much of this item do I have to sell in order to make my money back, and maybe a little bit extra as well to make it worthwhile, because you are working 12, 14, 15-hour days when you're out there, especially when you get there on your day 1, when you have to unload, set up, you know, and then that's a full day right there. That's a 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. almost, you know, depending if you're doing it by yourself. If you have some help, that's another thing to consider. If you're paying somebody for your booth, you know, so there's a lot of things to take into account. You know, for us, we live in NorCal. We drove all the way down to Southern California, Los Angeles, and luckily for us, you know, I have family out there, so we were able to save some money by staying with family during that whole convention. So I was able to save, you know, at least $1,000 there, based on the hotel prices that I saw. Hotels were going for $250, $300 a night, plus fees, you know. So at least I saved $1,000 there just by staying with family. But it was great. We enjoyed it. We had a great time. My wife and I, we were able to experience something that we've never experienced before on that scale. Yes, we do local Comic-Con events here in Northern California. You know, but it's nothing like when you go to Los Angeles, San Diego, New York Comic-Con type of event, you know, that magnitude, where you see thousands and thousands of people, and all the different products and items that you get to see as well, and you get to talk to other vendors and see, get some information from them, learn from them, the guys that have been doing it for years, and we were able to meet a lot of people there, make some really good connections. At the same time, we learned that not everybody made their money back that weekend. And that's one of the things you have to take into consider. When you go there, do you know if your items will sell or not? If not, then you might just be paying for the full weekend and not be able to get your money back that you paid for the rental spot. So that's something to consider as well. But we had a great time. We met a lot of awesome people there. And more importantly, of course, we made some sales. Now, a lot of people don't really talk about the sales of Funko Pops in the YouTube videos. I see a lot of artist gallery things, but when you go and you have your inventory of Funko Pops, people are either looking for the grails or they're looking for the newest stuff. Not too much in between, right? So being new to this new to this product, new to these sales, for us, we're basically bringing in the new items, not the grails. So that means that we're having to sell them more closer to retail than anything else. So with each item, we have a very low profit margin, $10, $15, $20, $25, depending on the actual item. So we have to sell a lot more product to make more money. Whereas some of these guys that have been doing this for years, they're making, or they're selling some grail for maybe 500, 600, $1,000, and all they have to do is sell one. Another thing to consider is your time. Your time to work the event, your time to source the product, to find the product. You got to take that all into account when you're doing this kind of event. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun trying to find these items that are sought after, but it also takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and effort to find a product that that is sought after, that will be able to sell. So take that into consideration as well when you're considering selling at a Comic-Con event or just selling in general for these type of items like Funko Pops and collector statues and things like that. But otherwise, guys, we had a great time. We are back now, and it's been so crazy with the holidays and of course with the regular job as well, that now we're going into New Year's, and we're going to reevaluate and see what 2022 is gonna have in store for us. And hopefully it's gonna be nothing but great things. I thank you guys again for watching and going through this journey with us. We are newbies to this game, so please, if you guys have any tips, tricks, or anything that maybe I missed or I could really help me out or help anybody out, please put it in the comments. Go follow us on our social media. I'll put the links in the description. Hit us up. We're always happy to meet people. We always still have additional inventory as well. So you can check out our Instagram. We'll have our link to our shop where you can find these exclusive pops and figures and things like that. So go check that out. But thank you so much, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.